Good evening everyone. I'm here to show you the February challenge for Paulette Slater and Zurn in Printables for Your Junk Journals with TLC. I just love these challenges, I really do. They're just absolutely lovely. The idea is that you buy a part of the kit from Paulette and part from Zurn, because that, you know, it's a collab. Now this time, the most amazing thing about this one this time is that you can actually use them separately, and which gives you so much more scope that you can do with these. And it's a trifold, which is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. So it starts on the 5th of February and ends on the 12th. So this is the main body of the trifold. Then you've got the other bit of the trifold here with a pocket. This is an insert. And this here can be the back of your trifold, or it can be used as a pocket and a belly band. Then you get two lovely papers. You've got this lovely sort of Baroque one, and this is cream. It might not show up, but it is actually cream. It's a lovely cream colour, and all of that is in Zurn's shop. Okay, so that's Zurn's part. Then in Paulette's part, you've got the pages for a notebook, plus fussy cut elements to add to your notebook. I just adore these butterflies, I really do. Isn't that a beautiful page? Absolutely stunning. That would look so lovely in a botanical, it really would. And then you've got a more muted one there. And this is this gold splash note. Paulette has used this before, and I can't remember which kit I've seen it on. I think it might have been at a Christmas or something, but I just love when she uses this. It's really beautiful. And you've got these lovely sayings down here. Spring brings new growth, and spring is coming. Well, apparently they saw the groundhog. He was a bit sleepy, but they saw him, so you never know. There's another one there. Now these strips here I've used as washi tapes. And these gorgeous embellishments. I just love this page as well. I've actually fussy cut that out on one of the book pages. And then here's your elements. You've got a couple of to-dos and a journaling card. This beautiful embellishment. I'm going to turn that around so you can see it a bit better. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Tag and a orchid picky. And then these here can be used as tuck spots or as belly bands. They're really, really lovely. And all these gorgeous orchid picks. And so that part is from our Paulette. So let me show you what we've been playing with. Now, when I first got this, I only got Zurn's part, not realising that Paulette had done her part. But the lovely thing about it is it's shown me how beautiful you can use both the kits separately or together, or combine them with something else. So this is a basic one, you know, and all the instructions are on Zurn's printouts. Really clear instructions. So this is where you start, and then you flip it out. I'm just going to make sure you're in screen. Yeah, I'll have to come down just a wee bit, like that, and you can see it better. Now on this one, because it was the basic one, I've stuck this bit down, because that's what the idea is that's the backing for the front. Under the belly band you have the little insert. Now I've actually stuck a little bit of, you know, the lovely little Velcro dots that I like on there, and then I've put the cards. I don't think I actually showed you the sheet with the cards on, did I? Right, well, you get a sheet with two smaller cards and two larger cards that go in the kit. I do apologise. It's probably in my folder somewhere. And the little there, so that little pocket, and then that goes underneath there. Or the other way you can do this is you can actually do it like this, which I think looks so cool. I think it looks so lovely like this, as you can do it like that, which I think is really nice. I think that's lovely like that. And then this is the notebook, but I'm just going to flip the notebook over, and here's the bigger journaling cards. Okay, so you've got 2 of the bigger ones and 2 of the smaller ones on each sheet. So you know you'd want to print out at least 2, wouldn't you, to fill it up nicely. So without the book in it, you've already got a really beautiful trifold. So then the notebook itself, I've kept this one quite basic on this one. I've used that lovely page on the front, and there's the orchid. Stuck that one down, and here's some more of those cards. I've sewn around my belly bands. As I say, I've used this as washi tape, so it looked lovely as washi. I've cut one of the cards up to give some nice little wee journaling cards. There's those gorgeous butterflies and the lovely fussy cut. And there's a to-do in there. I've kept this one quite simple because this was just to show you how to put it together. Okay. Whoops. Take that one out there. I do love that. And then in here I've got a couple more of the little cards. Another bit of the journaling card and an image. And then the tag and the image in the back there. And that sews right into the middle like that. So that is your basic one, okay? And depending on how you close it up, will depend on whether you get that image on the front or you get the other image on the front, which I'll show you in a minute. So that's what I originally did before I sewed the book in, because obviously I didn't have the book when I first did it. Then I've done this one. Now, Zurn has 3 botanical kits in her store. So I've used mainly Botanical Kit 1 on this one. She's got some lovely, lovely wordings. Now on this one, using that Botanical Kit, I've made a wee little book in here. A wee little notebook with some dye paper and some of those lovely Baroque pages. Those are the journaling cards, the bigger journaling cards. Over here, now this time I've put this on but made it into a pocket, and I've just put the thumbnail bit in there. So these have got the bigger cards in on there as well. Then Zurn's got these really lovely images that can be used as pockets, and I've turned it onto the side and used some of her little journaling cards here on the inside. But this shows you how you can mix it up with different styles. You don't have to stay to one style. Now on here, instead of putting a little Velcro dot, I've used the ribbon to do it up. And underneath, I've got a couple of the tags from Zurn's kit. As you can see, they're really, really pretty, aren't they? I think they matched this so beautifully. So I'm just going to get this out. Let's take those out first. Got to remember how I put this together. So that goes under there. And let's flip them over there. Yeah, that's how I did it. And then I stuck this underneath afterwards. Fun, isn't it? I think I might have. You might be here till next Christmas watching me thread this through here. A warning. There. And then I popped it up underneath and tied this up. And of course this is the binding. There we go. Like that. And then I tuck these behind in here. It's just added something different to it. Okay, like that. And then flip, flip. And I've got the Thrive on the top of that one, because it's not got the book in. Okay, so that's that one. Then, so that's the 2 I'd already done. Then I had to make the other book to fit in the other one. And then I decided to take the notebook as it is and just make a mini journal on its own. Okay, and I've used this lovely image here. I've stuck a butterfly on and the label. I've not put a wording on that one yet. On the other one I did. I think I put notes on the other one. And this time I've sewn around here. Now what I did this time, which I don't often do, I've not put a grommet in this time, you know, an eyelet. I thought I would just put the ribbon in and then sew over the ribbon, because it'll keep it flatter. Because if I do decide to put it into the trifold later, it's going to be flatter. It's not going to give too much bulk, because I've only used the card that I've printed on. I've not backed anything in here. And I've cut out that. Now the colours that I've used on here, they're just here. This is the crushed olive. So I've used a bit of the crushed olive. And then, sorry, I'm stretching like crazy, aren't I? And then the speckled egg. I've put a bit of, I've sort of mixed them together, and it's given that lovely mottled effect and you know, a springy colour. I wanted to use something different. On this one, I've just popped a butterfly, because sewn round again. Now, this is fabric that I've popped on the back of this one, and it just went really, really well. It's almost got like a Hessian effect on the fabric. It's really lovely. Then I've made an envelope here out of one of the papers. I've just used a template that I had, and I've put one of the bands, you know, the belly bands, across there to give it a nice look. Now this is yellow. This is a creamy colour. You can't see it very well in this light, but it is a creamy colour. And I've popped some dyed paper in. On this orchid, I've popped some lovely lace around it to make it look pretty. And I've done a side tuck with my belly band on that one. I just think these images are beautiful. And here's that page where I cut out that image from the page. And on here, I'm hoping you can actually see this. This here, underneath here, is tumble dryer sheet that's been tea stained. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And the to-do came off one of the pieces of paper that I was cutting off, you know, one of the book pages for this book. I've got the to-do in there. That's that lovely image again. And then I've done another envelope here using the stripe paper this time, and popped another belly band on it. So this one's got the broke colour inside. Popping back on there so I don't lose it. And then I've just roughly cut round the orchids to give them a bit of a different shape. You don't always want square, do you? And this one again has got the lovely tumble dry sheet underneath it. It might not show up against the brown, but I can see it with the orchids. And this rick-rack is the lovely rick-rack that our Zurn sent me in my gorgeous parcel the other day. Absolutely beautiful. And there's another one. That's the tag in there. Oops. And then here I've used one of the little cards as a little tuck spot. And this little bit is what's left over from when I've been cutting the other sheets, you know, the to-do on that sheet. So I thought, well, I'd save that. I've popped it in there, and it'd be great to journal. I think that paint, that's it. And then again, I've popped lace all the way around that orchid. And there's a butter. So that's, I've made it into a journal. And if you look here, I've popped a couple of lovely butterfly charms on. I'm hoping you can see them. There they are, a couple of butterfly charms on the bottom. Right, now I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to put this together. Now I've already cut the pieces out, so it saves us a bit of time, because there's nothing worse than sitting there watching somebody fussy cut for 3 hours. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to score the score lines. You'll see I've scored the score lines, I've not bent them yet. So either side of here, and then you want one down here and here, and either side of here. It's all marked. You will have no problems at all. It's all very, very clearly marked. So just bend all these up, because obviously I didn't do it before. And obviously, to score, if you haven't got a scoreboard, you just use a ruler and a tool that's able to give you that little score mark. Like a crochet hook is really, really good. And if you use a pokey tool, don't use the very tip of it. You know, you put it on. So if doing it like that, you put it like that, and draw it down like that. So you've got like this bit of it, not the actual tip, and that'll work really well as well. Let's just bend these up. This one's quite a tiny, tiny little one, this one. That's it, I've got you in there. So that's the pieces. So what you do is you pop this inside here and you glue this to here. You can't make a mistake, it won't glue on the other side because it's the wrong way round. So you won't make the mistake of gluing it on the wrong place. So let's just, and it fits so beautifully. You see that? It just fits perfectly. This side has got this pattern on as well, but if you try and put it on the other way around, it doesn't work. It won't fit. It's upside down, so you won't make that mistake. Then in here you take your pocket, or you can just use the pages. It really is up to you. If you want to just pop the page down like I did the first time, because I thought, well, I'll show both ways. You can do that, and then this fits beautifully on here like that. So you've got your little pocket there. Then your belly band goes down the middle here. So I'm slipping here. Oops. That's the belly band. Then this has a pocket across there. Either like that, or you can do it like this. It's entirely up to you because it's your make. And then you've got your other little pocket the other side. That is how quick and easy it is to put these together. I mean, it looks as though you've spent hours and hours and hours on them, but you really haven't. And of course, if you want to sew round like I usually do, you sew round. If you don't want to sew round, you don't have to. They look absolutely beautiful without the stitching on them. Then what you do, when you've got your journal cut out and done, you are going to sew it in here. Now you've got a choice. Once you find your middle, obviously, and mine, this is a bit chunkier because I've turned this into an actual journal more. You just lay it on like this. Now, my advice would be to sew this together first with one straight line. That way you're not going to have so much of a problem trying to get it onto here. Obviously you're going to, you can't clip it, because if you use a bulldog clip, you're not going to be able to sew very well. It's sort of, it's going to mess up with the machine. But then you lay it down and then you can sew it in. So you just have two neat lines of sewing going down, and that will hold that right in there beautifully. This would actually fit in here. If I flip and flip over, you will see it will actually fit in there perfectly. So it would not be a problem to actually fit that in. And I think it's lovely seeing all the bits of fluff coming out the top. I really do, with the charms on the bottom. So that's the gorgeous kit. Obviously you can decorate it to your heart's content and use whatever you've got. I think with this particular one, I like to take botanical pages and fussy cut out the flowers and things like that. I think something like that on here would be gorgeous. And if you're in here, you could really, really go to town on these. They are absolutely stunning. Now, the other thing I want to show you, that is the main thing. It's this. Our Zurn, bless her heart. Just making sure it's still in thing. I do apologise, that wobbles. These are from Zurn, and I think these are gorgeous mason jars. The colour is just incredible. There's actually a couple of swaps in Friendly Junk Journal people. They've just started because it's the start of the month. And one of them is to do a pink page. So what you do is you do a journal page. So you would take your piece of paper and it's folded over. The measurements are in group, and then you would decorate from, the page, either, as if it's one page to go into a journal. And it's pink. it's all, everything's to do with pink. And I thought these would be amazing for that. They really would. The colouring is absolutely incredible. And there's 2 lots, by the way. There's 2 lots. Look at these roses and the orchids. I just absolutely love them. I've printed these full size. But obviously, if you printed them half size, they would make wonderful journaling cards. They really would. And of course, the other thing you can do with these, you can join them together. And you can have like you know, your book effect, you know, your opening tags, which I think would be really, really gorgeous. So I really just wanted to show you that. The other swap is a card journal. You know, playing cards, where you make a journal out of a playing card. So you would have a playing card on the front and a playing card on the back, and you fold the other one, the third one, so that you've got the spine and a bit either side that you will attach. So this will be your spine bit, and then you'll attach one at the back there and one at the front, and then you can sew your signatures in inside. Absolutely lovely. I've not seen a card journal before, you know, a playing card journal before. Absolutely lovely. There is a video if you want to go and watch it in the group. If you go into events and look for the card journal event, and then the link is in there to the lass who originally did it. And I think it's such a great idea, I really do. I so hope I get a chance to actually make one at some stage. So thank you so much for being here. Do pop over to Paulette and Zurn's group. Remember, they have the most wonderful parties in there. There's another one coming up in about 2 weeks' time. And when they party, trust me. I've never seen girls party like these do. They are amazing. And remember, all the images in that group, and it isn't just Zurn and Paulette that post in the group. There are others that post in the group as well, and they're all copyright free. So, you know, you haven't got to worry about using the images and worrying about somebody saying, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this. It's like I bought a die, an Olaf die. And obviously it was for the grandkids, and I was going to do some charity cards for the school, and so they could sell them at Christmas. And somebody got on my case about Disney. Now, I do know Disney are very, very particular in how you use their products. You know, sometimes you can't use them for selling and things like this. But obviously charity is a different situation, isn't it? You know, I think 99.9% of companies, if you are making something for charity, you know, you go ahead. And I'm saying to this lass, I said, look, do you honestly think that Crafter's Companion would have the right to make this die and sell it, and you're only allowed to use it for personal use? It was like, well, I didn't actually make the charity cards in the end. I did a load more knitting. They wanted me to do knitting instead. But it is, you know, you have to watch out, because there are some strange people out there who will jump on you if you're not using the right, you know, copyrights and all the rest of it. That's what I always found strange. When I worked at the high school, we would take all the brand new books, and I'd go to the print room downstairs, and I would be printing all these gorgeous books off for the children to copy and use the images in their artwork. Well, of course, in schools, they are allowed to do that. You're not out here in the junk journaling world. So just be a bit careful. There are totally different copyright rules in different countries, by the way. 1923 in America. Before that is copyright free. In the UK, okay, the person has to be dead for 70 years. It's not just that, because somebody else may have taken a copyright out on something. So you need to try and find the book and see if it's copyright free, or the image, and it is hard work. I've actually got a set of 6 books, and I do know they are copyright free. So it's a bit harder. It's not like in America when you just say, oh, before 1923, you're okay. It's harder than that. It really is. So just be a bit careful. Most of the groups have, you know, documents on it. You know, they've actually got where you click on it and you can read all about it, and, you know, PDFs and things like this. It is a nightmare. So stay safe out there. Anyway, have an amazing day. I can't wait to see what you all do. I just want to say that the Strawberry Fields one, I was gobsmacked by all the entries, and oh my goodness, they were incredible. They really were absolutely amazing. They really are. And the other thing is Zurn and Paulette are giving away their makes again. Okay, so you will get, you know, if you're the winner, you will get one of these made by Zurn and by Paulette. Okay, so that will be in group. Thank you for being here, guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.